Why do you keep having the same fights is a big topic that comes up with couples work, and the couple often is stuck in a gridlock of similar dynamics. There's a beginning and a middle and an end to some of their conflict, and it's got a similar pattern. The key here is when we first even ask the question, why is it that I'm stuck in the same fight, is because the actual disagreement, the concern with the issue or with the partner is never reaching a point of fulfillment in conclusion. It doesn't get to finish. It doesn't get to give the two people a sense of, okay, I've heard that, and can you see in me and I can see in you that we're good and we're okay and we've gotten through this. We've basically held hands and we've walked each other out of this dark alley into the light together, or have we abandoned each other halfway down that dark alley because we are in our fear, or we triggered, or we defensive, and so we stop holding hands and we run in different directions, and so we abandon each other. And that memory of having disagreement but then being abandoned in those feelings is what creates a lot of residue memory, negative memory in the relationship, and it's often what builds up underneath the bridge, right? All that water's under the bridge. It's a 1,000 cuts analogy. If that happens 1,000 times, it's going to be really hard to hear your partner ever again, or to trust them, or to want to bring a disagreement to them again, right? And so people often shut down or go quiet, and men do this so often. In particular, it takes a woman a lot longer to start to shut down. She tends to be a little bit more expressive. A guy generally, after 3-4 times of being abandoned in that moment, is going to really shut down and go quiet. So that same pattern is happening because the two people are not taking turns and allowing each person to express themselves based on that topic to its end conclusion. We're often jumping in and hijacking the other person's statement. Remember, we're creating our own thoughts, feelings, and opinions in our minds very often, and so we can't wait to jump in with that. And so we're not really showing through our face and our body language that we're really hearing the other person. It's more about me and my response than really what you're going through. So the person doesn't really feel cared for in what they're upset about. And so they don't feel that you are entering into that world and really being there with them. And again, that analogy of holding hands and walking down that dark alley together, right? And so this keeps creating a rupture. And when we really go into it, that same pattern keeps showing up because firstly, the couple is persisting for it to keep showing up, right? They keep going back there. And there's an interesting part of our development in childhood that needs to also be completed in and around our self-esteem and our ability to differentiate away from the parents and into our own lives. And so if that doesn't happen fully in our childhood years, there is always an anticipation that at some point that will happen, or there's a hope that it will happen. There's actually a desire and a need for that to happen, because at our core we want to be loved and seen for truly who we are. We want to know that we matter, and we want to know that we're accepted. And if we have question marks around those things, we'll go into our adult relationships subconsciously anticipating that this person is going to be the person now to fully accept us and tell us that we matter, cherish us, choose us. And so we're hopeful. Unfortunately, though, that other person is not always skilled or equipped or in the know-how that that's actually what's going on. They're dealing with the real-time topic that's triggering them and bringing up their own stuff, right? And of course, they're also dealing with their own levels of, am I being accepted in this moment? And do I matter enough for you to really care about what I'm saying? They're dealing with that too. And so you're dealing with two people in an argument that are repeating the same patterns there because both are hopeful ultimately to be seen and to be heard. And we break that pattern by firstly recognizing this, going back a bit and just slowing things down and pausing and just asking, well, what is actually at the core of this repeated fight that you're in? What need is not being met? And how much of this is really about you and past experiences and earlier childhood experiences in and around getting those needs met? And can I, as your coach or whoever else, help you fill up those buckets so that there's a greater fullness within your own self-identity, so that when this fight is looping with your partner, you're better skilled to help that fight reach a conclusion and to get you both to safety a lot quicker, to have that sense of, okay, we've brought that one down to ground zero. That's fantastic. We're on the same page. And that sense of being together and also seeing the change in behavior from your partner is a fantastic feeling. And that builds trust and that builds intimacy in the relationship. So, yeah, it is a skill to develop. So I hope this short video has been helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need any help, you can also contact me here. And I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao.